Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya. And where we are is we're at a really historic temple that's quite cool. We're up here at Wat Tum, which that is like the sound the drums make, like whenever they bang the drum at these temples. So that's what the temple's name is Wat Tum. So anyway, this is a temple that dates back probably to the early Ayutthaya era. It has some interesting buildings here. It has a Buddha that the head comes off and it holds water inside of it, and they say the water naturally forms and they use it for the blessings. It's also a temple that was near three others that were associated with warfare, Wat Chung Yai, Wat Chung Noi, and another one that are in this area, and they used them to stage soldiers. They also was part of the gathering up of wild elephants. The elephant crawls not too far away from here. It also has what they believe is the well where King Naresuan came over and did like the water allegiance ceremony. So we're gonna walk through here and I'll tell you a little bit about what I know, and we'll just kind of enjoy this. This is the first thing that we'll look at. Now, this chetty and the old ubasot will be locked up. This is a new construct here. And you can see it has the lotus flowers and it has the Buddha images up there. And then right over on the other side of that, that's where they do the funerals. They have these buildings for like the families and stuff like that to meet, and then they have the crematorium. Then over here is the old ubasot, and it's locked up also. We'll just be able to look at it from the outside. And then this part right here, this is the old well that they believe that they did the like the water allegiance ceremony. Yeah, so the soldiers would swear allegiance to their king. You can see the stairs over there, and then they have a data plate in Thai. Now this temple was probably heavily damaged when the city of Ayutthaya fell in 1767. The Burmese came in from this side, and then they went over to the north side of Ayutthaya and built stockades. That way they could shell the royal palace. So this would have been abandoned, and then it was restored under the reign of King Rama I. And then King Rama IV, or I think Rama V came over and bestowed this like the royal designation. And this is, to me, the highlight of this temple, but it's locked up. We won't be able to look inside of here. You can see how this building is constructed. This is just a perfect example of Ayutthaya styling. And the old days, they would have had probably murals painted on here. Now it's just white walls. I've been in here one time. It was like 3 years ago. They had this open for some ceremonies. And I remember that it seems like it just has the white walls. But you can see the styling on the front there with like the flowers, the vines and stuff. And then the naga. And just simple styling above the doors, and it has this cool little porch. And then these are the Buasima stones. Now with it being royal designated, usually there will be two, there'll be a double row, but this just has a single row of the Buasima stones. Yeah, so you can see this is early Ayutthaya. The middle Ayutthaya, the late Ayutthaya, they would have had a abode in the middle right there, while this one is just straight across. And you can see how cool that is. And then there's two nice chetties over here. One is like the Sri Lankan bell, and the other one is just an Ayutthaya style with the redented corners and then the spire. And then it has a double door on the back with one door in the front. And you can see the gate. So this is all new styling. In the old days, this would have been all brick, and this would have been like a castle or like a palace would have been over the archways. Okay, so we'll be able to look in these two buildings here. This one is like a moon drop, and then this one over here is a Wehan. And that's where that image is that the head comes off. And then you have the bell towers and the drum tower, and there's a canal and stuff like that over that away. This temple covers, I think, 12 rai, which is roughly like 6 acres. Let's go in here. Let's take a look at it. So you can see the difference. This is Bangkok styling here. And you can see how much more ornate and how high the ceilings are compared to the old Ayutthaya. And then we have like the naga that has like the little angels on the front. That's kind of cool. And then you can see here all the styling up there with like the little angels. And then this will have the Buddha image on the inside. And a little placard up there for people that have donated to this. And then here we have King Naresuan, and some of the other Thai kings here. And so they got some of the old armor. And then King Naresuan doing like the water allegiance. You see this pose here from him quite a bit. And then Rama I and Rama IX over here. I think this is Rama I. And you can see the window shutters. Yeah, this is nice enough. Has the Naga hood and the umbrella and that teak wood up there. All right, let's go look at the other hall. That'll be the last thing that we can look at. You got the angels here and the Naga, all the normal stuff. And then this hall here. It's quite massive. Has the square columns and the walkway all around it. And then it has the Chinese style lions here in the front. And over here's the Bodhi tree. That guy's relaxing over there. And then you can see the bell tower and the drum tower. And then back in there is all the monk stuff. And then this hall right here. Oh, that is really, really nice there on the front. All right, so we'll take our shoes off and go in here. They got places back here for the monks to do all their little ceremonies and get the flowers and everything. You see here, this has 2 doors. And they put the wire across the windows. They keep kind of the animals out. And you can see the front doors here. So it has a high threshold, same as you always see in that black and gold. That stencil art is fantastic. So they put like the plastic over it to keep it somewhat protected. And then this is where the head comes off of the Buddha. And it's the only one like this that I've ever seen. And you can see right there how it comes off. Yeah, so this is the image right here. You can see how the Thais have stuck all the gold leaf on it. And it has like the crown and all the jewels. And then right there you can see how the top comes off. And they use that for like healing ceremonies and stuff like that. And then this is the principal Buddha that's behind it. And you can see it has the umbrella and everything. And they got newspaper clippings and pictures and stuff like that over here of doing the ceremony where they take the head of it off. You can see how it, right there in it. They said it has water in it that, like basically condensation. And then you can buy the amulets and stuff like that here. Yeah, this temple here got an award for like being renovated and everything like that in like 50 some years ago. 2531, I believe, in the Buddhist calendar. And here's a timeline of it. Yeah, so I'm over here talking to the head monk, and he said that they've helped a lot of the other temples and hospitals and stuff here. People that make donations here, they help. And they have some things over here that they're talking about. This is another one of the temples that they restored, and he has it listed how much money they spent on all of them. So if you come here to this temple, the donations help other temples in the area and hospitals. Yeah, so here's the old head abbot. So he's been the head abbot here for 57 years. And these are the other temples and stuff that they've helped out, and then that old ubasot that we looked at. Now he said that around over here there's a statue of one of the old Ayutthaya kings. It says it's back over by the canal. All right, let's go back in here. Yeah, I figured it out. So the old statue that he was talking, the old king, was that one of King Naresuan that we already looked at. Yeah, we'll look back here in this little shrine. Oh, there's a monk here. Yeah, so this is where the monks will come and do their little chanting and stuff like that. And some of the old artifacts here. Yeah, I won't disturb him. He's kind of relaxing in there. Yeah, so we can see over there, that's the crematorium, all the meeting halls, the Bodhi tree here, that old Ayutthaya era temple. And then we got the moon drop, and then the new hall that has the Buddha image where the head comes off. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Tum. This is pretty cool. It's off the city island. The restoration and all that is really quite nice. If you want to see a great example of an Ayutthaya building, this is perfect. All those ruins that you see on the city island where they're just bricks and they'll have like a broken old Buddha statue, that's what those halls would have looked like whenever they were in use. So if you want to kind of get a visual of what they look like then and now, you can kind of see that here. And the image where the head comes off is kind of interesting. I would like to actually see one of their little ceremonies, but it was kind of nice talking to the old monk that was telling me that they've actually do quite a bit of charity from this temple, and he helps out, you know, the hospitals and other places like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and then you get to see some more stuff like this. And if you know more about this temple than I do, I'll put the best description of it I can down below. But if you know more about it than I do, let me know also. And definitely subscribe, and then you get to see more stuff like this. And until next time, from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.
Planning a trip is always stressful, but Yesem takes one of the stresses out. Open the Apple Store or the Google Store, search for Yesem, install the app, and then you can search your plans. They have regional, they have country specific, or they have worldwide, and you can have pay-as-you-go plans as well. Installing the app is super easy. First-time users use the code ENDLESS25 with a capital E, and it will save you up to 20%. It takes about 3 minutes. Just follow the simple instructions. You can activate the plan immediately or upon arrival. Then all you simply do is open up the settings, turn your line off, turn Yesem on. You can check your balance at any time through the app. And then when you're at the airport, just simply walk by all of the eSIMs and enjoy your holiday.